What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. I gotta ask y'all this question, man, because you see this all too often. Why is it that some people, not everybody, because you got some really good friends out there, but why is it that some people see one of their friends getting way, 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 way out of pocket, getting way, way, way out of bounds, going off the rails in a public setting, and you don't stop them? You don't intervene and step in and say, hey man, chill out, chill out, chill out, chill out. Hey man, watch out, slow down. Hey, come over here. Why don't we get them and pull them out of the way to prevent them from potentially getting into a bad situation for themselves, whether they walking into a bad situation or whether they create a bad situation for somebody else by doing something to somebody else. And you clearly know how the person is. You clearly know how your friend or your family member is. A lot of times they might be under the influence of some type of dope. They may be drunk, whatever the case might be. And you went with them for whatever reason. So it's two or three of y'all, even if it's just one of y'all, but if it's two or three of y'all and you see your people starting to ramp up, hey man, and you're the level-headed, sober-minded one, why do you let it go? And then soon as something pops off, then you try to come in and, oh man, come on in. And at that point, it's too late. The worms are out the can. And sometimes it's not even about somebody being under the influence. Sometimes you just got that hot-headed friend. You just got that loose cannon homeboy or homegirl who just, for some reason, when they step out into the public, they feel like that's their moment to shine. That's their moment to show out. And they don't seem to have a regard for their own safety. And the fact that they don't have any regard for their own safety clearly should let you know that they don't have any regard for you or anybody else's safety. So if that's really your friend, you got to nip that kind of activity in the bud when you're in that situation. Now, moving forward, once you diffuse the situation, or if you don't diffuse the situation and the smoke clears and everybody goes their separate ways, and thank God it didn't get too bad, then you got to make a decision as a friend to say, hey man, am I going to continue to hang with this person? Or am I going to be like, nah, I can't do it, you know? And that usually starts with letting them know, man, what's wrong with you? How come every time we go out, you got to do this? Or what made you do that time? Maybe that's not the norm for them. Maybe that's just that one particular time, but you still got to let them know for yourself that, hey, man, that ain't how I move. And a lot of times, these are situations that you see when you kicking it with somebody back in the days when y'all was young, when y'all was in y'all 20s or teens or something like that. But the problem is you got people who never seem to grow out of that type of behavior. You got people that's 35, 40, 45, 50 because again, if that's just how you are and you haven't grown out of it, that's a problem. But also, if there's somebody who, when they start drinking, they get like that, or they get high, or they may be on some next level type of drugs, you don't need to be around that person. No way. And if you've tried to stop them and tried to get them lined back up and get them some help and all that, and they don't want the help, hey man, it's time for you to step away and pray. I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna move away and I'm gonna pray for you, man. You know, but if the person is hurting and pain and you know they apologetic, oh man, my bad, man, I mean, hey man, then you got to be firm with them on that level too. Like, okay, well, you saying you are remorseful and apologetic, but You said that last time we come back out, you act the same way. You got to start looking out for you, man. Talking to you now, you got to start looking out for you, because the last thing you don't want nobody, you don't want to hang around people that, can put you in situations like that. That ain't, nah, you don't want to do that. You responsible adult. Then part of being a responsible adult is not just necessarily centered around, um, you wake up, you work, you pay your bills, you take care of your family. It's also being responsible enough to know what moves to make and what moves to not make, and what people to not be around. And when you got somebody that's like I say, that is a loose cannon. And in my world, speaking about the entertainment industry, because I didn't touch on this part. See, a lot of times people hang around entertainers and famous people who come unhinged like that, and nobody checks them because they the famous person. Why he's man? I can't say nothing to him. I can't say nothing to her. She's such and such, or he's such and such. Okay, well then you serve no purpose. You know, because I'm gonna say something, and in the end, I'll prove to be the one, to be the only true friend, whether the person takes to what I'm telling them, or whether they get mad and kick me out the circle. But if you kick me out the circle when I'm trying to help you, you've done me a favor and you've done yourself a disservice. Because I'm looking out for you as well as myself. As you get older, you start to learn, or you should learn, that um, there's certain types of attention that you should not even want to draw to yourself. You know, you move a certain way. You come in the door with the intention to accomplish the purpose. And what is the purpose? The purpose might just be to come sit at a table and have a good time that night, just to chill, not to come in and disrupt the whole event, because I may have something going on in my mind and in my life that I can't seem to contain, so it makes me lash out like I'm 5 years old. See? You change your circle if you have people in it like that, and you replace individuals when you have individuals like that, because we're supposed to make each other better. So if I'm with you and you're not the type of person that can make me better, then I shouldn't be with you. And if I'm trying to make you better and you still want to be a fool, I can't run with you on that level either. But if this your people, to go back to the original point, some of y'all been rocking since y'all was young. You've been knowing this cat, you've been knowing her for however long, and we just tend, oh well, hey, I can't stop him. She grown. Hey, I ain't in that. I ain't. You are in that, because if that person escalates their behavior outside of the boundaries of y'all's circle and brings something to you, nobody. They don't typically care about who didn't do it and who did do it. So we move as a unit, but not only should we move as a unit, we come in the door with the same type of mind frame going in the door as a unit. So even if we're separate, if you cross the way and I'm over here and I'm over here talking to somebody else, we thinking the same way. We ain't there to crank up no problems. We're not there for that. And we're not there to let one of our people get too far gone. It's like if somebody drinking and all that. Okay, man, don't you think your boy done had enough? Oh man, he grown, he good. Yeah, you know what I think he have. And some people might not agree with me. Y'all may look at that in a different kind of way, but the people you run with, while you're with them, y'all got. And in the eyes of others, y'all are viewed as reflections of each other. So whatever they see in him, they're going to think you the same way. Get your people, man. All right, it's your big brother K-Rino. I'll catch y'all with another one later on. Peace.